Okay, so now let's cover slope. Here we have our best fit line, and we need to determine kind of what the slope of this is going to be. Well, we can no longer pick the points that are not on the line. Okay, so if you look at your graph, you may notice that when you drew that trend line, it didn't go through all these points. So we can no longer use those points. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down your trend line and find 2 points to use. Generally, you like to pick something that's easy to read, something that's right on a crosshair, something that is one of the dots is directly on the line. Those are important to use. So if we go down, what we're going to see as well, let's see if there's anything at 0.99. It's a little bit above 5. Once again, it's a little bit harder on here because what we're dealing with is, well, we don't have the axes that you do. Okay, so 0.98. Yeah, we could use 0.98. So 0.98 right there, that's going to be our first point. So our point 1 is going to be an x value of 10% and a y value of 0.98. So 0.98 grams per milliliter, comma, 10%. Next up, we're going to try to find another one. Looks like right up here, we could use that as our point 2. So our second point is going to be just below 0.998, actually 90. I want to make sure my sig figs are online, grams per milliliter. And of course, that is at 0%. So now that I have my 2 points, I am simply going to plug them into the slope equation. So the slope equation is rise over run. Once again, the rise is delta y. The run is delta x, change in y over change in x. So we can even simplify that further. The value of y2 over y1, or minus y1, the value of x2 minus x1. So we can take the data points that we just got and we can plug them into this equation. So if we take our y values, y2, 0.998 grams per milliliter, minus y1, 0.980 grams per milliliter, and then put all of that over our x2, 0%, minus 10, okay, and these are in percents. And you can just run that calculation. What you find out you end up with is 0.018 grams per milliliter, all over negative 10%. And of course, you would turn that into a number. Our units are grams per milliliter percent. And we most importantly, this negative, it's a negative slope. The slope goes downward. That is a negative slope.